Questioner, if you talk on the subject of going home, returning home, and explain that, I would appreciate it.
I am QO and am aware of your query, my sister. We are aware of the feeling that many entities within this planetary influence experience of being away from home, and may suggest that there are many entities upon this planet that have journeyed here from elsewhere, that is, from another planetary influence. In the majority of cases, this journeying has been as a part of a grouping of entities that has sought to complete the cycle of learning that this third density planet offers. And these entities have sought to complete that cycle upon this planetary influence as it was beginning its third density cycle at the time of their joining it. This is true for the great majority of entities upon this planet, for you see you are not all of one source or origin, as far as progression from a second density influence into the third density, and this accounts for much of the difficulty in relationships between societies, nationalities, races, religions, and so forth upon your planetary influence. There is also another grouping of entities that has come from elsewhere, either within this solar system or outside of this particular solar system, that has chosen to return to a third density planet in order to be of service to the entities upon this planet, even though those who return have progressed beyond this third density experience. As we spoke to the previous query in suggesting that those who proceed into the next density of light seek to learn by serving others. There are many of these kinds of entities within this planetary influence at this time who have come from elsewhere to be of service in a certain manner as they join this planetary influence. These entities offer their light and love just as a portion of their very being glows more brightly with the honor of standing closer to the light of the one Creator. The service is offered, as we said, as a general kind of lightening of the vibrations of this planetary influence. Each such entity also has a specific talent or service to offer that is accomplished in a unique way for each entity, whether this be by teaching, by healing, by communication, or by any of a number of means of being service to other entities. These entities also pass through that which you call the forgetting process, so that as they enter this planetary influence, they are completely the citizens, shall we say, of this third density planet, and do not retain those abilities that would seem to this planet's population as being that of a paranormal nature in general, so that there is an equality of status, and no entity service would be accepted without question simply because it came from one with abilities that were obviously in excess of what is the norm on this third density planet. These entities, however, have within them the distant and dimly lit memory of their origin as being from elsewhere, and in many cases this feeling is in the form of what you may call a kind of homesickness or alienation from the planetary influence and vibrations that are of a more disharmonious nature within this third density influence. However, each entity in the heart of its being is aware that, though there is a home that may be located elsewhere, that the true home of all seekers of light and servants of the one Creator is within that service and within that light that comes from only one source, the one Creator. And each may take solace in knowing that the Creator resides within each entity and shines the light of love and service to all equally. Is there another query, my sister?